everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Flossmas Day 14. The first thing that I'm going to show on this video is not my plans, is I had a comment in my last video where someone asked to see all of Cozy Winter Book Nook so that, to see how big it is, and I will try and hold it up and show how big it is. So here was the section that I was working on, this, and the entire piece of fabric though is this big. It's gigantic. So it's huge, and it's a 25 count fabric, so I can't even imagine how big it would be if it was on like an 18 count or something. And yeah, it's gonna be ginormous. So like I started in the left corner, and then I worked my way to the flowers over the last couple days, got to the flowers, and I kind of want to work my way over using the lights to the other side just to see how much farther I need to go to reach the edge of the chart. So I might do that. We will see. Anyways, so my plans for today are going to be different from normal. I'm actually not going to work on Autumn Harmony for the next couple days, so I'm gonna get behind just a little bit, but it's worth it because I just want a break to have like a nice, relaxing, Christmassy weekend. So that's what my plan is. So to start with, my kids have put a bunch of Christmas movies in a little bucket, and they're going to be picking movies over the weekend. Right now it's Friday, so they're in school, but they did pick a movie this morning that we will watch later today, and that is The Grinch, the Jim Carrey version. So later tonight I will be watching The Grinch. While they are at school, I will most likely just watch more Flossmas or possibly put like Hallmark on. And then I am going to be making a wheel of all of my winter/Christmas charts, and I will be spinning the wheel every 500 stitches to try and work on a variety of my winter and Christmas projects, because that is one thing. I love winter and Christmassy charts. Like, they are my favorite thing to stitch probably. So I'm excited to be able to work on them over the weekend. And I don't have any plans this weekend except for Sunday. I will be going to see Polar Express in the movie theaters, so that day I will have less stitchy time. But otherwise, I think we're just gonna be home and watching Christmas movies this weekend. So I need to make my wheel though. I did pull out all of my projects. I think I have 5, if I counted correctly. I have 5 winter/Christmas projects. So I will be making a wheel of those projects, which, let me get started. So the first thing I'll mention is that the app that I use is called Spin the Wheel. It is available on Apple and Android. I use Android, and then the first thing I will do is pick a different style. I want a Christmassy looking theme to my wheel. Let's see, I will go with the one called Gift Wrap. That looks like a nice one, and now I'm going to start adding my projects. I will also insert a image of what the chart will look like when it's finished, which, it'll probably be forever before any of these are finished since a lot of them are very big. The first one that I will be putting on the wheel is Cozy Winter Book Nook, because it's winter. It's got winter in the chart, so that is going on the wheel. Cozy Winter. And you've already seen where I am on that one. I will most likely stitch on the flowers if I pick that one to work on this weekend. The next one that is in my lap is the 12 Movie Nights of Christmas Stitch Along from Atomic Tiki Pins on Etsy. So I will insert the artwork of that, and also real quick I will show where I am on this one. So that is what this one looks like, and it is a stitch along that was Christmas movies. So each outer box is a different Christmas movie. So I've done the Santa Claus, Christmas Story, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Grinch, Christmas Vacation, and then right here is going to be Charlie Brown, and then this one is going to be Elf. So this is all Christmas movies. I still need to do, I can't even remember them all. There's Home Alone, I know for sure. I think there might be Frosty, possibly Rudolph. I'm not sure of all the ones that are left, but there's still quite a bit to do. And then the next one that I will put on the wheel is Santa's on His Way. This one is by Charting Creations, and I love this chart a lot. I cannot type right now. Santa on His Way. I really can't type. Okay, Santa's on His Way on the wheel. And this is where I am so far on Santa's on His Way. I started originally with the reindeer, worked my way up to the top, and then the last few times I've stitched on it, I was working on this bottom corner with the trees. So I'm not sure where I would stitch on it this time. I feel like I should get the trees finished, but I also would really like to work on the reindeer and actually give it like a head, because right now it's a headless reindeer. So there's that chart. The next one is Heaven on Earth 2. This is also a Charting Creations chart. On Earth. And on this one, I haven't done very much on this. I started in the right corner, which I don't normally start in the right corner, and that's all I have done. And I was trying to work on the sky at first because it's gonna be boring, and then I think that's the problem, is that I'm just kind of bored. So then I started working down the side over here, so I might keep working down the side and get to like a funner area, because that's what I'm realizing is it's like, I don't want to stitch on the boring things on all my charts all at the same time. I would like to get to like some funner areas. And then the last chart that I have is, I think it's called Christmas 2, and it's artwork by Ciro Marchetti from Heaven and Earth, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I really love this one because this one is like Christmas like threw up somewhere. This is like a Hallmark Christmas. There is Christmas everywhere in this chart, and I love it. There's not like a really boring area at all in this chart, but it's huge. This is gonna be another big one, and this is one I'm actually stitching on 32 count 1/110 stitch using CXC because I wanted it to be a little bit smaller, so I picked 32 count because, yeah, like I said, it's gonna be huge, and that's even with me cropping off a section of the right side. On the side with the tree, I cropped off like a couple rows just to make it a little bit smaller. And so here is my tiny little start on this one, but I love this one. It's gonna be so much fun because, like I said, there's things everywhere, and I really like charts like that now. Like, I'm realizing that the more it has in it, the more I like it, because there's not gonna be as much like boring things to stitch. So that is the last one. Now I get to spin the wheel and see what my first project will be for today. And there's an ad. So we will wait for the ad to play. There we go. Okay. Are we ready to spin my wheel for today and pick my first project? And we have Cozy Winter Book Nook, which I don't mind at all because I love Cozy Winter Book Nook. I just have to find it now because it's like buried under all of my pieces of fabric I just pulled out. So here is Cozy Winter Book Nook. I will be working on the flowery area again just because I love the colors in that area, like the pinks and stuff. I love it, and I'm looking forward to doing some of the greens. I also might do a little bit of the clock just to see how like the details on that are going to come out, because I think I mentioned this before, is that these things in the chart are like really small. Like when you look at the whole picture, you don't really notice it, but because this chart is charted so big, the clock is like one page of the chart when I was looking at it. So on Pattern Keeper, you can see like the page lines, and I could see that the outline of the clock was going across like an entire page. So that's, you know, going to be a pretty big clock technically. And so that's what I'll be working on first, and I will be back once I have an update. Oh, real quick, another thing that I would like to work on today is my socks. And I actually worked on them yesterday because my kids picked a movie yesterday. They picked Home Alone. And so we watched Home Alone after I had filmed my last update on Cozy Winter Book Nook, so I decided I would work on my socks. And I ended up, I'm trying to remember which sock is which. Okay, this is sock number 1, and I did the gusset on, no, this is sock number 2. I did the gusset on sock number 1, so that's fully finished. And I also got to the last Christmas movie, so I officially have one stripe of each of the colors. I mean, this one's like a baby stripe, but I'm about to get to that color again over here. So I have officially done all of the movies, so I'm going to go over all the movies in a second. And then on the second sock, I did the heel turn, and then I started the gusset. So today I would like to finish the gusset on sock number 2, and then all that will be left is the foot and then the toe. And then they'll be done, and I'll have socks. Where's my paper though? Here it is. All right, so the Christmas movies. We can start at the top this time. So the white one is White Christmas, and then we have Muppet Christmas Carol. We have Jingle All the Way is brown. The Christmas Carol is this like bluey purpley color. Gremlins is green. Jack Frost is blue. Then we have Christmas is my home in my hometown. I've never seen that. Is this darker one? We have It's a Wonderful Life is like this gray. Four Christmases is green. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a nice red. Elf is yellow. Miracle on 34th Street is gray. How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a nice grinchy green, which I'm dropping the paper. And then we have Year Without a Santa Claus, red. Ernest Saves Christmas is blue. Die Hard is this color. Christmas Chronicles is a bluey gray color. I'm getting lost. Christmas Story is this green. Home Alone is red. Bad Santa is this green. Christmas with the Cranks is like this purpley pinky color. And then Charlie Brown Christmas is brown. Scrooged is this black, and then the rainbowy color here at the bottom, and that I am stitching at the top now. I'm just getting to the rainbow color now onto the first sock, and it's getting all tangled up. The rainbowy color, Christmas Vacation, which I love the rainbowy color, and I cannot wait to see how that's stitched up in the stripe, so I will be working on that today, and now I will be back once I have an update on my stitching. I am back and I have done my 500 stitches on Cozy Winter Book Nook, and I was just filling in a lot of like the greens and stuff in the flowers and making a lot of progress there. And like I said, I love the colors. They're like so bright in this area and I love it. And now it is time for me to pick another project to work on. While I was stitching on Cozy Winter Book Nook, I started the episode. There's a new episode of Outlander today because it's Friday, and so I started watching that, and I have it paused right now. So after I spin the wheel, I will be continuing stitching and watching Outlander. Where is the wheel? There it is. So now it is time for the second spin for this weekend, and we will see what the project is next. Santa's on his way, so I will pull that one out. I have all my projects out just surrounding me right now, so I think this one's it. And this one, like I mentioned before, it's a Charting Creations piece, and here is my starting point. I think I might work on the reindeer just to try and get like some of the head done so it's not just a floating headless reindeer. And I will be back once I have done 500 stitches on this piece. Oh, I will also mention this is a 28 count 2/1 10 stitch. I am back with another 500 stitches done, and I was trying to work in this area because I mentioned I wanted to get that like reindeer head done, and I realized when I looked at the mock-up of this one that the reindeer has its head turned, so its head is actually going like right here. So that's where I was trying to put my stitches in, and it didn't make that much of a difference. So hopefully this one will get picked again this weekend and I can get more stitching done on it because yeah, like I said, that 500 stitches did not go very far. So I will be spinning the wheel again now. Let me pull the wheel up. Also, I want to turn the volume down. Okay, that's done. So we will spin the wheel again once it focuses and see what I get for my next one. And we have Heaven on Earth, which is another Charting Creations piece. Where is it? Like I said, they're just all over the place. Here it is. This is my starting point on Heaven on Earth. This is also a 28 count 2/1 10 stitch because I used to almost always use 28 count, and now I think I like 25 more just because you can see it slightly easier than the 28, but this is my starting point and I will be back once I have 500 stitches. Hopefully I can finish the 500 stitches tonight, but we'll see. I am back with 500 stitches put into Heaven on Earth 2, and I was just filling in the sky like tree area. I think there's supposed to be trees like popping up here. I think there was like the tip of a building I did somewhere because I did some like brown shades that I think is like some of the building. I don't know exactly what I'm stitching, but I did my 500 stitches. Now it is time to pick the next project. So we will spin. And we have Cozy Winter Book Nook again. Yay! I love that one. So that's the second time I will have worked on this one today, and I was just working on it, the last couple days. And I will be back stitching on this flower area. I also think this is going to be my last update for tonight, and so I will show the progress I make on this in my next video, which will be tomorrow because it's Flossmas, so you know, video every day. And then tomorrow I will also be spinning the wheel every 500 stitches. So that is all for Flossmas day 14. I don't even know what day it is anymore. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!